Hello everyone, this is my 19th video lecture on infinite series. In this video, I will be discussing about how to sum the given infinite series by using the exponential series. So the first example is to find the summation of this infinite series. So this is an infinite series and the question is to sum to infinity. That is, we have to add up this series up to infinity, and what will be the answer? That is a very important job, and that job we will be doing very easily by making use of the so-called exponential series, which we have discussed in the previous video. So let us write down what is the nth term of the given series. Solution. Here the nth term of the given series is, if we write the series in the format, that is in the symbolic format, the given series is summation un, where we can have un, nth term of the given series is directly visible here. We are observing here in the denominator of each term we are having, for the first term it can be written as 1 divided by 1 factorial. So for the nth term the denominator should contain n factorial. That is the simple job. We have done it at the beginning. Now what about the numerator? In the first term the numerator is 1. In the second term the numerator is 1 plus 5 to the power 1. In the third term 1 plus 5 plus 5 to the power 2. That is, in the third term it is 1 less. In the fourth term it is up to 5 to the power of 3. So in the nth term it should be up to 5 to the power n minus 1. So it should be up to 5 to the power n minus 1. So it should start with 1. We are observing here every term, in every term the numerator is starting with 1 and it is going like 1 plus 5 plus 5 square plus dot dot dot, and at the end, in the nth place, in the nth term, we observe that it should be 5 to the power of 1 less than that of n, that is 5 to the power of n minus 1 in the numerator. So let us call it as equation number 1. Now the numerator is a very systematic term, and we can know from our previous knowledge that it is a geometric progression, and we can write here, since 1 plus 5 square plus dot 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 plus 5 to the power of n minus 1 is a geometric progression, with the common ratio r equal to 5. The difference between, the ratio between two consecutive terms, the common ratio is 5. 5 divided by 1 is 5, 5 square divided by 5 is 5, like that. So therefore sum of how many terms are here? 1, 2, 3 up to n. So for the first term it is 5 to the power of 0, for the second term it is 5 to the power of 1, for the third term it is 5 to the power of 2, and this will be 5 to the power of n minus 1, means it will be nth term. So we are having n terms here. Sum of n terms of this is equal to sum of n terms of this, that is 1 plus 5 plus 5 square plus dot 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 plus 5 to the power of n minus 1 is equal to 5 to the power, we are having the formula r raised to n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So it is 5 to the power n minus 1 divided by 5 minus 1, and the result is going to be 5 to the power n minus 1 divided by 4. Therefore un is going to be 5 to the power n minus 1 divided by 4. So this is the numerator. Denominator is 1 by n factorial. In the numerator of un, we are having the sum of n terms of the geometric progression that we have written by its answer, into 1 by n factorial that we have kept as it is. Now what is our question? Our question is to sum the given infinite series to infinity. This implies summation of un, that is the required sum. The required sum is summation of un, where n is running from 1 to infinity, we can take, equals to summation of, on RHS what is there? It is 5 to the power n minus 1 divided by, I can write 4 as it is, into 1 by n factorial. And I can simplify this by taking 1 by 4 outside. So let us take 1 by 4 outside here into the bracket. The remaining thing I can split up into two summations. So the first summation is 5 to the power of n divided by n factorial. The second one is minus, actually I am having 5 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n factorial. So the separate division, 5 to the power of n divided by n factorial minus 1 divided by n factorial, on which we can take the separate summation. The summation is also separated for each of the two terms within the bracket. So what we have done in this step, we have taken 4 outside, we have divided the numerator separately by the denominator, we got two terms, and we have taken the separate summation onto them. Now let us write down their expansion. So here n is equal to 1 to infinity, n is equal to 1 to infinity we are having. So therefore this is equal to 1 by 4 outside as it is into the bracket. This is actually, when we substitute 1 here, the first term is going to be 5 divided by 1 factorial plus 5 square divided by 2 factorial plus 5 cube divided by 3 factorial plus dot dot dot. This is the first term, that is the first summation on expansion, looks like this, minus the second summation will be 1 divided by 1 factorial. We are starting with 1, therefore 1 divided by 1 factorial plus 1 divided by 2 factorial plus 1 divided by 3 factorial plus dot dot dot. So this is the second summation. So we have expanded the two summations. Now we observe that at this moment we have to recall one important thing. So what is that? I'm writing the formula over here. In the previous video we have seen that if we have 1 plus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube divided by 3 factorial plus dot dot dot, the answer is the function e to the power of x. This we called it as exponential series, and the exponential series we are going to use here. Therefore that is going to give us 1 by 4 as it is. Within the bracket, 1 is absent in these two brackets. So let us consider the first bracket. When 1 happens to be here, we would have written e to the power of 5. So when 1 happens to be there, then we would have written e to the power 5, because here 5, here 5, here 5 we are finding here in the first bracket. So x value is 5, therefore e to the power of x becomes e to the power of 5. But 1 is absent, therefore this 1 we shall transfer it to that side. That is, from this, when we transfer x to that side, it becomes x by 1 factorial, x square by 2 factorial, x cube by 3 factorial equal to e to the power of x minus 1. So x value is 5, therefore it is e to the power of 5 minus 1. Very simple job. Minus, similarly here, x value is 1, x square value is 1 square 1, so it is 1, so it is e to the power of 1 minus 1. So it is e to the power of 1 minus 1 we are having by using the above exponential series. Now let us simplify. 1 minus minus plus, it is 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1 cancel. So the final answer is e to the power of 5 minus e to the power of 1 divided by 2, and we know that the value of e is 2.71828, like that. It is an irrational number. So if we substitute that value and simplify, we can get the summation of the given series up to infinity. So we have computed the sum to infinity of the given alternating series, the given infinite series as e to the power of 5 minus e divided by 2. So this is how one can find the sum of infinitely many number of terms of the given series simply by making use of the so-called exponential series. So with this, the first problem completes. Thank you. Let us consider the second example. It is asked to find the summation of the series 2 by 3 factorial, 4 by 5 factorial, 6 by 7 factorial plus dot dot dot. So let us solve this problem. So consider the given series as summation un, where n runs from 1 to infinity. This all of us know. The series, in series always the terms should start from 1 to infinity, because the series is sum of the terms of an infinite sequence, and the infinite sequence will have the terms for all values of n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So n belongs to the set of natural numbers, therefore n should start with 1. Now in the given series, if we look at how can we write down the nth term. So the numerator is very simple. Numerator is even number in every term. So it is 2 into 1, it is 2 into 2, it is 2 into 3. So first term is 2 into 1, second term is 2 into 2, third term is 2 into 3, nth term should be 2 into n. Denominator is 2 plus 1, it is 4 plus 1, it is 6 plus 1. So it is odd number. So odd number here is 2n plus 1 in the bracket, factorial outside. So this is how one can write the nth term of the given series. Now here it is required to find the summation of this by making use of our previous knowledge, which we have studied in previous video, that is about exponential series. Now it is better if we modify the terms here, like 2n as it is in the numerator. Let us consider plus 1 minus 1. So what I have done, I have added the numerator with 1 and subtracted the numerator with the same 1, and the denominator kept as it is. Now I can consider these two terms as the first bracket, and I can have the separate division. So therefore it is going to give me summation 2n plus 1, the first two terms in a first bracket, divided by the separate denominator. I can consider 2n factorial, and here it is minus 2n plus 1 divided by the denominator minus 1 divided by the denominator. So I have done nothing, I have taken simply the separate division onto the two terms of the numerator. Now let us use one of the properties of factorials here. We know that 2n plus 1 factorial is 2n plus 1 into 2n factorial. This is by making use of the so-called property which we have already discussed previously. So k factorial can be written as k into 1 less, that is k minus 1 factorial. So that we will be using here. That is equal to summation as it is. It is 2n plus 1 as it is in the numerator, divided by 2n plus 1 factorial, just like k, it should be kept as it is. In case of k factorial, it is k minus 1 factorial. In case of this, it should be 1 less than this. 1 less means 2n, that's all, 2n factorial. So we have used the property of factorials and simplified the denominator like this, minus the second term remains as it is, because we know the value of this directly from our knowledge of exponential series. So in the next step, let us cancel these two, and the answer is going to be summation of 1 divided by 2n factorial, the first term in the bracket. The second term is 1 divided by 2n plus 1 factorial, that is. So we are having these two terms. Onto these two terms we can take the summation. So let us have the separate summation onto these two terms, that is summation of 1 divided by 2n factorial, 2n in the bracket, factorial outside. Of course, n runs from 1 to infinity minus the separate summation here 1 divided by 2n plus 1 factorial. Again n is running from 1 to infinity. Now let us expand these two summations. So the first summation is going to give us the first bracket. So it is 1 by 2 into 1. Substitute n equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. Get the different terms. So it is 1 by 2 factorial the first term is, plus 1 by 4 factorial the second term is, plus 1 by 6 term the third term is, so dot dot dot. So this is the first bracket, that is the answer of this first summation, minus the value of the second summation will be the odd numbers. So when n is equal to 1, it is 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 factorial, 1 by 3 factorial, plus when n is equal to 2, 4 plus 1, that is 1 by 5 factorial. Like that, all odd numbers will be there in the denominator, factorial in front of them, into dot dot dot, plus dot dot dot, close the bracket. So these are the two brackets as the resultant of these two summations. Now we have to use our previous knowledge of exponential series. So what we were knowing there, we were knowing that 1 plus 1 by 2 factorial plus 1 by 4 factorial plus 1 by 6 factorial plus dot 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 equals to e to the power 1 plus e to the power minus 1 divided by 2. And one more thing we were knowing, and that was 1 by 3 factorial, actually 1 by 1 factorial, it was starting with 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 3 factorial plus 1 by 5 factorial plus 1 by 7 factorial, like them, that is equal to e to the power 1 minus e to the power of minus 1 divided by 2. So these are the two results which we recovered from our discussion on exponential series. We shall use them here in place of these two brackets. So we are having only this much. So therefore this answer minus 1 will be the value for the first bracket. So the value of the first bracket will be e to the power 1 plus e to the power minus 1 divided by 2 minus this 1. So the first bracket is simplified like this, that is, we found the summation of the first bracket, minus sign here, bracket. So the value of this is this RHS minus 1 by 1 factorial is 1. So again it is e to the power of 1 minus e to the power of minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1, it is simply. Now if we simplify this, we are going to get, it is 1 by, it is very simple to observe here, minus 1 plus 1 cancelled, e plus e to the power of minus 1 minus e plus e to the power of minus 1 divided by 2. So it is totally e minus e cancelled, e to the power of minus 1 plus e to the power of minus 1 will be 2 into e to the power of minus 1 divided by 2. The remaining terms are cancelling, minus 1 plus 1 cancelling, e minus e cancelling. So this is the thing remaining. So this is equal to 2 when it is cancelled, it is e to the power of minus 1 can be written as 1 by e. So 1 by e is the sum of the given alternating series up to infinity. So when the given alternating series is summed up to infinity, the answer is going to be 1 by e. So this is how we can use the concept of exponential series to find the summation of the given infinite series. Thank you.